Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the heart, number one in the charts. As always, I'm just checking in to let you know that we have a new 6-week coaching and gym package, which is a culmination of everything that you need to find success with your training and to begin to realize the gains of your efforts within the gym. This package includes more support and more accountability with our coaches than ever before. You get 3 one-on-ones included in your first 6 weeks. It also covers personalized programming, gym membership access, and access to our coaches on the floor across 32 hours per week in our semi-private sessions, as well as end-of-block reviews and everything that you need to actually start to realize the potential of your efforts within the gym. So if you're looking to take your training further and you're keen on getting started with us, if you listen to this podcast a lot and you're training and you want more from it, I think it's the perfect time to jump in. We have 3 spaces left for March. So if you're interested, please jump in through the first link in the description. The whole package, the whole 6 weeks is just $500. It's like $83 per week if you pay up front. And again, it covers everything. You get so much support, so much help from your coach. Everything's personalized just for you. 3 one-on-ones, a full gym membership. Now is the best time to get started. So hopefully we'll see you in the gym. And if you're interested, again, first link down below.
Yeah, no, Jack Reed, he goes to me about...
Snap freeze?
He goes, do you ever wear a top
cap?
these days? Yeah, no, backwards cap and the top. He asked me if I was bringing back the backwards cap. And
Charlie's
like,
done the trend.
I don't
You've
think
been
so.
wearing
I've been wearing backwards for years, but I don't think I'm the first. I don't think I'm the first and last to wear a backwards hat.
I know you did backwards and diagonal.
Did you invent the backwards hat?
Yeah, invented it.
Can you get diagonal
When do you
forward?
reckon? Who was the first person to start wearing? When do you reckon? 70s, 80s, 70s?
I don't know.
Probably as soon as hats came out, someone was probably flipped it
Nah,
backwards.
wouldn't it be because it was baseball? They weren't turning them around back in 20 years.
Oh, baseball. Yeah, so was
they're baseball caps.
That's what they would have originated. What year?
But when did they? It's not when they originate. When did they turn it around? That's
When did that
When did
baseball
they
cap
remix it?
originate?
Oh, in the 1800s, I reckon. Selling baseball.
The baggy green.
It's aircon's on 2/5 of fuck.
Donnie,
all.
Yeah, it's not doing anything right now.
Come on, man.
It takes time. Let's
So
see.
Charlie, why do you always have your shirt off?
It's fucking hot.
Is it hot, or
hard worker.
are you feeling yourself because you're lean and fucking
I'm
juicy?
not lean. I don't reckon I'm that lean.
You're definitely leaner than you've ever been.
I'm leaner, but I'm not that lean. No, it's got nothing to do with it's so hot.
It's hot.
I get hot. Hot.
The other day,
Hot.
a new
And I get
client asked
uncomfortable.
me if they can train barefoot. Meanwhile, Charlie is in the gym, no
Sucking
shoes,
his
no
toes.
shirt. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like,
Sucking his toes eating sardines.
You go down there. Darian loves sardines. She loves sardines. We're
Crazy.
chatting about I was eating them. And she's like, I eat them too. I'm like, fucking oath.
A
Sardine.
lack of context
Sardine
around
family.
that. You
That was
actually
massive
peaked.
lack
of
You
context.
actually peaked.
I've realised they're a love or hate food. There's no middle ground with them.
There isn't. You have to. Yeah. You can't be lukewarm about them.
You're either one of us or you're against us.
That's it.
I'm definitely struggling with this aircon.
Chuck is here. I'll sort it.
Quite easily the most chaotic 2 minutes
I'm
Absolutely.
going to teach you how to use it.
as an
Welcome
intro
back
to a
to the
podcast,
podcast.
we've ever fucking done.
We have a few.
On-off button.
We have a few topics for today. The first one, Dids, team champs.
Team champs. Firstly, tell me if it doesn't get cold.
Jesus.
I think we're good now. Team champs. So that was the weekend before last. We were there on the Sunday. Myself, Charles, and the team. It was a fun day. Team did well. Finished 5th. I predicted it about 5th. We finished 5th. So we knew where we were at. But it was a really good day. The team did really well. Lot of tight battles, which is always fun. Which is the fun of these type of competitions. Like obviously going head to head, trying to out total the other lifter. So yeah, it was good. So we had Natasha win the 48s. Clear favourite coming in. She smashed it, did really well. Lena came 3rd in the 56s. We love glory. We love pulling for podiums. Loaded 167 to try to take 2nd. Got it above the knee, just couldn't lock it out. Very valiant effort. Still secured the silver and a PB total. Abby was able to get herself into 2nd. Glory Pool made it at 172 to beat the other competitor by 2.5 kilos, which was mad.
Glory.
And then Dusa won the under 60s, 405 total. Last deadlift to tie and win on bodyweight. And then, of course, because 175 was not her limit, she had to go at the back, pull a 4th attempt just to let them know there was more there. Because, some people will think, why didn't you just do more? But because the goal was to win. Had she put more on and missed it, it would be silly because then you don't win. So we put exactly what we needed to get the win. Me and
pull for
Charlie
glory
double
at
checked
the
it
back.
38 times to make sure it was the right number, as we did with everyone.
Was she the last deadlift?
No,
She was.
Like, did she have the biggest deadlift in the
She
group?
might have. She might have. I
I-
don't think
I
in
had-
her group. I don't think anyone deadlifted more.
yeah, she had the biggest deadlift. I had like quadruple checked this everything. I even went to Chris White and I said, I've got this right, haven't I? It just, the numbers, they just, and you want
don't
to
wanna get it wrong. You
And
don't
then,
wanna get it
then Deuce threw me with 30. She's about to go and she's like,
you sure it's right?
You sure,
And I was
it's
like,
right?
we're
You checked
good.
it. I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, I've checked this fucking number.
Yeah. But you got to do it. You got to make sure you've made the right. I
checked everything.
Number.
No unforced errors.
No unforced errors.
For a guy that's not bullish on powerlifting, I love watching you guys platform coach.
Oh,
I actually really enjoy
I'm
it when I'm
autistic
there.
for the numbers.
For
Yeah, love it.
For
No,
a rockstar powerlifter, Charlie's good on.
It's
combat.
actually like a
Charlie's
joy
good to have
to
in your
watch.
corner.
I remember it was nationals last year because I had no understanding. Like I take people to local comps, taking a couple nats, pro raw, but no one battling.
No one battling.
No one battling.
The battling's
and
good.
I've always had like assists from Jay Smith or Didier when I've done the platform coaching sort of shit for the battles. But watching you guys do it, it's fucking like it's just sick. It's sick. There's a bit in it. It's cool. The battles are fun.
The battles are fun.
Battles are what make
It
it.
makes
I
it
like
fun
the
because
team champs.
It's not
It's a
just
good-
about
good concept.
It's not just about what you do. You actually do have to pay attention to your competitor because if you see them do a second, you need to in that moment have a good idea of what you think they have left. Because then that's going to factor in where you go. Because you might, if you're kind of trailing and you're trying to put a number on the bar, you want to put a number on the bar that forces them to do something that they can't do. You can never know for sure, but you actually, it's not like maybe like a low comp. You do your thing, you go out the back, you chill out. Like you're actually paying attention to your competitors. You want to know, for squats and bench, not really, just build your total. But once it comes down to deadlifts, you want to know how much they have in the tank. So you put the right number to hopefully force them to do something that's out of their reach.
Even with Lena, I looked after. I was like, we could have played it differently.
We talked about that. We couldn't have because
We could have.
No,
Because we played it defensive.
we did.
We
play
could have gone
defensive.
offensive.
So we did play defensive,
and we could have made Lena go in front on her third, and then is it Kakra? What was her name?
Catherine Kakra.
Catherine Kakra has to hit her third, otherwise Lena wins. But we went
We did go
to
defensive.
seal in second.
The challenging thing is when you aren't the bigger deadlifter, or you don't think you're the bigger deadlifter, because in the end, Catherine did end up deadlifting more. But when it looks like you're not the bigger deadlifter, you're kind of on the back foot a little bit. You have to just try and make whatever you make, and they are going to have the last say. So we could have gone a little bit harder on our second, but then what that does is then you leave the ball in their court a little bit more. It's just you got to make the call on the day. But I think we did play it the right way. We got as much out of Lena as we were going to get. Yeah.
Yeah. So we came fifth overall.
Fifth overall, so we needed to finish, which is another cool aspect of it. You needed to finish top 7 to stay in the Premier bracket. Had we finished 8th, 9th, 10th, you were then into the Challengers bracket.
Not where we want to be.
Not where we want to be. So we secured the Premier bracket again, which did help us because, for example, with Abby's class, her competitor went on day 1. We knew exactly what she totaled.
Oh, really?
First was out of reach, so we knew exactly what we needed to total. After squat and bench, we knew exactly what the deadlift was. Whereas usually if you're going against someone in real time, which is what Deuce and Lena were doing, you don't have as much certainty about what that number is going to be. After squats and bench, I'm like, all right, Abby, we're pulling 172. Like that's just what it's going to be. That's the number it's going to be. So the Premier bracket does give you that advantage. So we will have that again for next year. Because
Love
we're
that.
Able to, stay in that top 5.
Premier.
Nice.
You have to stay in the Premier.
We have to.
gotta be
That's number 1. Same Premier, and then push placings a bit more.
How are we going to select our team next year?
We select off merit. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Just coach's choice.
We
Are we going to do any
So here's the thing.
totals
Here's
of the next 12 months or anything?
Of course. Whoever's looking good is we'll get the nod. I think just like it was from the previous year to this year, we kept 2 of the members from the previous year. Lena and Abby did it. If this current team is all in a good spot next year, I've got no reason why we wouldn't put the same team in. Obviously, things happen. We'll see what happens. But what I personally wouldn't want to do is the last minute weight class changes. Like I would personally rather. I think it's the way I'd like to go about it is you put together a strong team. You rock up with them. Not even blind, but you put together a strong team and that's your team. Whereas a lot of teams put in fake teams and then change them out depending on the weight classes. Like we could have put people in different weight classes. We could have put people in empty weight classes. Not necessarily empty. Either empty or less competitive weight classes. I'd rather, unless in the case of, what do you mean?
I think there needs to be some stricter rules.
So what you could do is, for example, we had like, for example, Lena, let's just say Lena, in the 56s, it was going to be a tough battle. To get first was going to be very challenging. Like, we could have taken Lena out and put in someone in another weight class that was less competitive.
James George.
But for me, that's not in the spirit of how I'd like to go about it. Some people will say that's dumb and that's just sports and be tactical.
After the fact, after seeing the lifters, people had been changing.
Because you have up until like 2 or 3 weeks before to change your team. Obviously, in the event of injury, that's a different story. But I'd rather be like, all right, 3 months out, this is our team. Let's go get it. Like, yeah, that's the way I personally like to go about it. I think
so then, like, because I'm trying to think of it as like the platform coach. Yeah, pick this, pick that, push this, change attempt last minute. Like that spirit of competition strategy. Is that strategy or because I don't know? I've got this weird feeling in my gut that's just like it's
changing your team.
Changing the team. I feel like it's like not in the spirit of competition. I don't know. I actually don't know how I feel.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm trying to compare it to other sports. If there was a certain player in, let's say, basketball, who's coming off the bench, but just because of the matchups of that team, they think it would be good to start them, they'll get more minutes. Like if they're a better fit. So it does happen, but I think that's a little bit different to like,
yeah, but they're on the roster.
They're on the roster.
Maybe you have to put in like 6 people.
Which is what Delhi or Deuce, I think Deuce might have suggested is. You have to submit 6 lifters. If 2 people drop out or 1 person drops out, you have to pull from subs that have already been submitted. You can't just at the last minute, well, it's not last minute, it's 2 or 3 weeks out.
Like
you can't pick someone completely random. I think there should be a roster.
And the subs have to wear a red vest.
Yeah. Sit on the sidelines. Yeah, they're there. Because I'd just rather do that. Because, for example, Natasha was by herself on the 40, by herself, and then 4 more people joined. No one was able to beat her.
She beat them all anyway.
She beat them all. But like, they were doing that. They saw there was an opportunity there to take placings. So yeah, I would rather.
Because even if you don't beat her, you can still come.
If you get second or third,
yeah, you can guarantee points.
I
think it's shit.
I would rather just mano a mano, woman v woman, just come in head to head.
I like the sub idea. I think that's the best catch-all.
Because obviously injuries will happen, stuff comes up, but I'd rather not go into it knowing, hey, Lena, you're going to do team champs, but you're not really doing team champs. Like, we're going to pull you out if it doesn't look like it's good for us. I'd rather go in, live by the sword, die by the sword, fucking
pull for glory.
Whatever happens. Just go in with your team.
Show.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, that's that.
Nice. Keen for next year.
You ever seen a powerlifting competition in a sauna?
No.
Yeah.
It was hot.
That was a hot day.
That was a hot weekend.
A hot weekend.
Fucking hell.
It was cooked. Someone, Matt Crundle was coming around and spraying us with water sprayers. That was mad.
At the beach.
I was doing it tough, man.
Well, I left it here.
What were the vibes in there? Like hot. Like how do people manage
struggling.
the heat?
To be honest, it was.
Did it impact performance?
I think it was hard for the lifters because there was no really. There was no space for them to go. There was the alleyway. The alleyway had no shade, so you're just in the heat, just roasting.
It's tough.
Just roasting in the heat. So like, there was
people vomiting and shit.
Yeah, it was hot.
Like heat stroke. Like it's proper. Like it's fucked.
36 every day, wasn't it? It was like really hot.
But inside there was probably fucking 45. Like there's nothing you can do. It's
no one did any
heat
acclimation work.
No one was doing deadlifts in the sauna.
So it's their fault.
Yeah, it's their fault.
You got to be prepared for anything.
In the sauna.
You got to be prepared for anything.
Deadlifts in the sauna.
Yeah.
But
so it did impact for performance for
I think it would have.
Yeah. Well, a lot of missed thirds.
To be fair, though, at this type of comp, you're probably going to have missed thirds, but no doubt a bunch of them were feeling. If you ask the lifters, they probably said, "Yeah, this is harder than training on a normal gym or normal."
Sending it.
What?
So it's the cost of sending it.
It's the cost of
cost of doing business.
Something to send it.
Risk reward.
Nice.
Mashallah.
Well done, Dids. Well done, Charles. Well done, team.
Well done, team.
Shouts out.
I was only there for one session. Didier didn't.
Charlie's FIFO, in and out.
FIFO.
Come do something to do.
Didier had Abby only.
Oh, yeah. We don't need 2 coaches.
And I was like, I'm going to my parents to swim.
Yeah, man.
It was fucking hot, man.
Just going to take a quick break in the episode to remind you that we do have that 6-week coaching and gym membership package, which includes everything that you need to get started with us here at Strength Culture. Gym membership, your own coach, personalized programming, 3 one-on-ones so that you can feel confident in the gym, everything that you need to really elevate your training to the next level. So if you're on the fence about joining up and thinking about joining, I think this is the best opportunity to get started. It's $500 for your first 6 weeks. It works out to be like $83 a week if you pay up front. I think it is a fantastic opportunity if you're keen to take your training to the next level. First link down below. Let's get back to the show. We put up a Q&A. Donnie put up a Q&A for the podcast today, and we're going to hit some of these questions. The first one...
I thought this was for podcast. I thought it was just for vibes.
Nah.
So these people don't know that they've actually
Everything is
ended up on the
vibes.
podcast.
Trick question.
Everything's
Podcast
vibes.
is vibes. Vibes is podcast.
We've been
life is
trying to get
vibes.
more vibes out on the socials, so if you're enjoying the socials, let us know.
Let us know,
Because
yeah.
we actually are.
Vibe infusion.
So we're going to, vibes.
Also, just quickly, if you have not watched the latest vlog, you need to. Charlie has been
On fire.
MVP for a long time. Charlie was in Brownlow medal form.
Charlie
Fucking-
still would.
Charlie was on one. That just.
Do you remember
quality.
what you said?
You
in
need
there?
to watch our latest vlog. There was a lot
I
going
don't
on.
remember. No.
There was a lot going
Have
on.
you watched it?
I watched like 3 minutes and then I stopped.
Charlie was definitely
Did
the
you
star
like
of
the
the
video?
show.
I was on the toilet.
Did you
watching
like it?
Did you thumbs it? Did you thumb it up?
He didn't thumbs it up.
I'll
go,
thumbs it up
man.
after.
No, it's really good. You need to watch
comment.
it.
That's an insult to the vlog. Usually you sit on the toilet for 25 minutes.
Yeah, they had better
At
videos
minimum.
to watch.
Had better videos to
My
watch.
ADD is getting worse.
Over to the first question, one comp to the next. Who has the best chance of winning overall for push, pull, run? Number 3.
I think one person who is coming in with a pretty good.
Hopefully don't-
James Knoll. James Knoll.
Buff Noel.
James
Yeah.
Knoll. He once did a, I believe it was
270
a
pull,
260
something like that.
pull or 270 6-minute mile.
Deadlift bar, 250 to 270 pull.
And like a
140
140 bench all in the same day, something like it was a proper bench.
got 140 bench.
maybe 130. Oh, look, I'm
What's
throwing
his
numbers out here.
body weight?
I think he weighs about 90. So like pretty solid lifts and also pretty solid run
Did
time.
you say sub 6 run?
He did a 6 all in the same day.
What's his 6 press?
It'd be 130, 140.
I'm pretty sure he pulled the deadlift and just like ran out the gym. Sort of
Yeah, like
Did one of those. Did
Yeah.
a Fergus Crawley.
So I think he's definitely a good
think.
chance coming in for sure.
Yeah, he'll probably win it.
I reckon Cannoli.
Cannoli, how's Cannoli's lifts going? That's the.
He didn't train for a week.
Other than that,
alright.
though, like how's his lifts been going?
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Well, I don't really have much to go off because he did 2 weeks, then he had a week off, so it's very like fresh.
Alright, Cannoli maybe.
He's very fresh.
Who of us? Who of us is doing that?
Cannoli.
I don't
not doing
want to.
Jamie's not doing it right.
I don't want to go against
I think I might do it.
strength culture.
I thought you're doing it. You're definitely doing
I'm
it.
backing in
I'll do
Cannoli.
it. Fuck it.
Man,
I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna. I haven't deadlifted since
James
December.
Knowles
I'm just
got
gonna
it.
deadlift twice a week for 3 weeks. Get 6
Are
exposures.
you doing a boost?
Sumo though this
Nah.
time.
All right. So who's your
I'm
sumo?
interested to see how quickly my sumo comes
It's like
back.
4 weeks away.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I'm gonna start next week after the try.
I'm doing a hard mini cut, so I'll probably just run the mile
Yeah, nice.
Who's your hot pick? You had someone.
for 12 weeks. No, it's James Knoll. I think he'll win it.
James Knoll.
Yeah, I didn't want to go against strength culture out of loyalty, but his 270 pull 6-minute mile.
Solid. You need to be good at both. That's what it comes down to. He's good at both.
Charles, you need to get in there.
Nah, it's my mile. I don't know where I've got no idea where my miles are. I ran a 7K PR though, so I'm getting better. I did 7K in 40 minutes.
It's not a mile, is it?
It's not a mile, but yeah, miles is shit distance anyway, man. Not long enough to fucking.
I reckon I'll PB my mile if I lose weight and keep going.
I
with
reckon
fitness.
I reckon I should be able to go under 7 minutes.
What's your best mile?
Whatever I did last, I think
The
7:28.
first push pull run.
7:28.
Oh, you'll smoke
You'd be-
that.
Yeah. I got like 20 seconds off mine just
Yeah.
from getting better at running, and you've probably gotten better at running than I've got better at running.
Yeah.
So you got to get under 7.
I ran my third best mile in that 7K last week. Strava told me. Strava's
Oh, does Strava do like splits and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it tells you like your best mile, best 1K effort, 2K.
Within that effort, yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like it.
Mate.
What was that mile time?
Don't know.
It just tells you
It
you
was,
got
my, it
to.
was
good
my
though.
third best one. It wasn't that far off.
Yeah.
Wasn't that far off. So
I think you'll smack your mile time.
you'll
Yeah,
smack your. You will definitely smack your mile time.
Yeah.
If you've done your third best amongst a fucking 7K run, surely you
Yeah,
can.
and with weight loss because I've not been taking the cut. I've not been trying to cut with the triathlon. I've been in this like weird space, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to fuck my performance, which is fair enough.
I think I'm
And
just
the
going to
second
do.
the try's done, which I'm over it. I'm
Oh,
dead
really?
shredded.
You burnt
I'm
out?
so tired. I'm so tired.
much
We all
training
hit the
volume?
wall. We all hit the
hit
wall.
the wall last
hard.
week, but I'm fucking ready. Fucking ready.
I'm ready. Like I've hit the wall.
When you say you've hit the wall, is that because of just the amount of time
It's
needed
just
for
time.
training?
It's just
Yeah.
time, logistics. Like I want to lift. So I think hybrid training, strength and lifting. Strength and running.
Mad.
Mad. Strength and running, very, very easy. Very easy to progress both at the same time. Strength training and triathlon, a little bit, not so much from it's not possible, just from a when you're trying to
Plan.
live a life that is like work a job and train and not even like social. Like I'm not out all the time. I'm not doing crazy shit. It's not even that. It's just like triathlon plus
Lifting.
enough lifting that's going to move the needle. I think it's a bit of a tough one. And it's like not like you can do it. I definitely think you can do it. It's not me saying you can't do it. I just don't have the want to push both triathlon and lifting. You know what I mean?
So you're going to shift down to just running.
Yeah, probably a cycle. Probably a cycle.
Running and cycling, or just cycling?
Like mostly running, probably maybe a cycle here and there, but mostly lifting. I've been thinking about lifting, and all I've been thinking about is high to low cable flies. I just like that sort of training, like just cables,
Peak contraction.
just pump work.
Yeah. I
I'm
want
like,
to go to Derrimut. I want to start training at Derrimut.
yeah,
Panada.
just 90-second rest periods and shit.
Yeah.
Just cracker pumps.
What are you doing post triathlon, Charles? Or push pull run?
Yeah, but I'm still going to swim. I like swimming. I'm feeling, because it's clicking at the moment.
Once a week?
I'll go once a week, yeah. I'll swim once a week. Well, swimming's, I feel quite... And the thing is, because I'm not going to be pushing. I'm just going to be get in the pool, do a K or whatever. Just
effortless?
effortless. It is becoming effortless. I think he was right.
Did you finish the course?
How many weeks in?
No, I actually haven't done level 3 yet, but it's because it's... I'll finish level 3 once the tri's done, because it's... good. Everything's sort of moving well at the moment. And then... I want to keep cycling once a week, because I find like instead of run twice, but then the cycle is like another zone. That's like what Alec Blenner said on the podcast. Like, ride your bike more. Like, it's just a good way to crew lower stress zone 2 work.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Like with this, it feels like I'm getting fitter every session. So even though I'm cooked every single session, I'm getting fitter. And it's like it just speaks to cross training.
Yeah.
Like you just, all right, the swimming's helping the running's helping the swimming.
Even yesterday.
and then
It's all the same
cycling.
engine.
It's all the same engine. Like the biggest issue is the periphery, like with ground contacts and running. Like that's the struggle.
Yeah, you feel way more. But like we did the 7K on Saturday, and you do feel afterwards and the day after your legs are a little bit more bashed in.
Yeah.
Whereas on the bike, you
Gifts
could
on the bike.
bashed in.
Bashing
The
me.
bike, you can just fucking go the next day. Again.
You can just go.
Yeah.
You go the next day. Even the pool, like I could swim again today. I did 45 minutes yesterday, and you could go. Like I could go again now.
Yeah.
Ready for anything.
Get in there.
Ready for anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. I constrain clients running volume progression, cycling. If they're like, yeah, man, I smacked an extra 4 hours this week. Like, yeah, mad. Are you eating enough? Sweet. All right. That's it. Bike's
makes sense.
fantastic.
18-inch arms. That's what we want
Is
to.
that your new goal?
Where are we at now?
What are you
Flexed or flaccid?
Flaccid. No, it's got to be flaccid.
I don't even know.
Pumped and flexed?
No, I just want to train more arms
I think there's pumped and flexed. I need to train more arms.
before Europe.
How many
Flaccid
sets of arms a week?
84. Nah.
Yeah, Uzi. Anthony's. I reckon Anthony has done weeks. Donnie has done weeks with 84 sets in a week.
Would you do an 8-hour arm farm? What is it? Rich
8 hour
Piana?
8 hour
What
arm
is it?
workout.
8-hour arm workout?
Nah, that sounds shit.
Well,
8 hours of anything.
that would stop being fun pretty quick. I reckon.
Fergus Crawley did an 8-hour brick session. I think that was when he was training for his double Ironman. But 5 hours on the bike, 3-hour run. That's fucked.
That is
It's a whole day.
Mad when you go for coffees and shit.
full day at school.
I would do that with the boys if we get coffees and that.
Yeah, but no, I don't think he was
How many
having
coffees do you need to make that fun?
Coffee, get a caramel
shawarma.
slice.
Yeah, I don't think he was
peak
doing that.
COVID. When we were doing like little bike rides through COVID, we would do some dumb shit. We'd like ride to Hunky Dory in Port Melbourne, and we would get like full meals.
And
Full
then-
meals. Like, yeah, I'll get the calamari, I'll get the rice. Oh, a bit of salad, lean. Oh, can I get a couple pork skewers? I remember one of the boys riding through an intersection and just spewed over his shoulder.
Oh my
Like, we just
god!
get back on the bike. We just had the dumbest shit.
So chat.
Fucking hell.
Real riders.
Just fun times on the bike.
That's it. Road
COVID
cycling,
times. All right, nice. Well, it's this weekend, isn't it? Sunday.
Sunday.
I'm looking forward to no more bricks.
No more bricks. Brick mile.
Fuck, 3 hours, man, in
Bricks are good.
preparation.
What day are you doing them?
Fuck, we're just lazy.
No, you don't need to do bricks. You do bricks for 6 weeks before the try. That's it. But also, chatting to Ryan, some other strategies around bricks that it can be
Iron Ryan.
a little less than so like that. He was saying like doing like a 30 minutes on the bike at a decent intensity, get a bit of a pump through the legs, then run. So like you still
brick
can
light.
get that effect without having to do like we've been doing
Without doing a full session.
90-minute 2-hour rides into the run. But then obviously getting closer to a try, you want to be doing those sessions. But
I think get going from the threshold session where you're like cooking your legs into a run's are good.
yeah, so like do 30, 45 minutes on the bike, then a 30-minute run, and you're probably going to still get that effect. But
Yeah, nice.
I'm happy not to do bricks.
Bricks are out. Push pull run is in.
It's just
The high to low cable flies.
High to
in.
low cable flies also in.
So in.
Nice. All right, next question. What are qualities of a good client? Dids, start us off.
It sounds cliche, but like
Nah, get cliche.
Cliches are mad.
It's communication, and it's not about the amount or the type, but just enough communication. There's different ways to communicate, but just give us something. We need a bit of back and forth. And then I think just a desire to improve. It doesn't matter how big that desire is, even if you want to get a little bit better, that's mad. Like, I think we enjoy working with people who are driven towards something. Doesn't matter what it is, just have something to chase. I think that makes it a bit easier. Whereas I think sometimes when people don't have something to chase, for you and for them, the whole experience probably isn't as fulfilling. So I think, having something that you're actually trying to work towards. And our job as a coach can sometimes be to help someone find that, because sometimes people don't know what it is they want to chase. But yeah, just if you're driven towards something, you're going to keep showing up. You're going to get through the hard times. You're going to enjoy the good times. It'll just makes the whole experience a bit more fulfilling, I think.
Yeah. I think communication is the massive one.
Yeah. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, let us know. Like the more, it doesn't, it helps.
I had a new client and like killed it, absolutely killed it. Nailed every single to me, killing it. Our definitions of killing it are different. To preface this,
you and the client,
like me and the client.
Yep.
Okay, so I think most people like killing it is not fucking up with their nutrition, executing every movement perfectly, hitting the RPE spot on, like from week one, doing all this stuff. And I'm like, no. My definition of perfect, which is not what we're chasing anyway, is you did your check-in, you rocked up to your sessions, you filled your spreadsheet out or your program out, and you let me know what was wrong and what was good. Like, that was it. Like, you did all the shit that allows for improvement in the future. So it is communication. Fill the shit out, send the check-in, and let us know. I think that's definitely the value, and then the improvement comes, I reckon.
I agree. I think one thing, I found people that come from a non-RPE background into RPE, they can get a little bit like, it's got to be perfect. And I'm just like, doesn't fucking matter. When we say it doesn't matter, people are going to take that the wrong way. It does matter to a degree.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be on RPE 8. Just be in that
one thing I've thought
7 to 9, 6 to 9 bracket, close to failure, and you're good. And as long as that's where your training is, as long as you're not 10 reps away from failure.
Yeah. One thing I've thought with RPE is just easy, medium, hard.
Oh,
like,
that's what Alec
easy
Blennis
is like a 6, medium's like a 7 or 8, hard's like a 9+.
Alec Blennis said that on the podcast with just training.
With running.
Or endurance work.
That was so useful for me with running. And I'm sure it would be for someone coming into RPE to try and understand. Like, was that set easy, medium, or was it really hard? It's the same with running. Like, was it said, zone 2, but nah, easy, medium, hard. Like, it's really easy to distinguish things that way. Like, you know what easy feels like, you know what medium, you know what hard. Like, it just
and then you can give people a little, like, thing to go with that. Like, for hard training, it's like you are like last rep should be shaking. You virtually no more reps left in the tank. Medium, well, this is RPE, a couple reps left in the tank.
Yeah. For a lot of it, like, I just keep adding weight to the bar each week. Like, just if you're undershooting, if you feel you're undershooting, or if you're not sure you're training out, just keep adding weight to the bar until you
add weight, add reps.
Like, you have a very solid gauge with squat, bench, and deadlift. It's very easy to tell. Very easy to tell.
Beat
like,
the logbook.
If you're going too hard, but it's the other shit. It's all the accessory work where people like are most probably under training. Most probably SBD. No, I don't like. It's if they keep trying to add weight to the bar at some point,
they'll know that they'll fail a rep.
They'll know they're going to fail a rep, and no one wants to fail a squat. No one wants to fail a bench press. Yeah, right. Sometimes people need a bit of a nudge, but it's always the accessory work, and that's who gives a fuck if you fail. Just keep going.
I enjoyed your reel actually this week about the change in attitude to the accessories. Just pushing failure.
Yeah, I find I was still writing programs, and I put.
Do you put a 10 in there?
No,
or you just leave it open.
So I'll sometimes I'll program the first set. I'll just either keep the RPE constant, just hit an 8 or a 9 on your first set, and then let whatever happen on the second and the third happen. Because like if you're actually trying to get the same reps in the second or third set, you're going to see the RPE climb.
We should see some fatigue.
Yeah, that's it. So it's like hit it on the first, and then whatever happens on the second and third happens. The thing that I say is just fucking beat the logbook. Look at your exercise history, do more reps. Yep. Every week, chase the extra rep. If you don't hit it, who gives a fuck? At least you know the stimulus.
If you're chasing it, you're working hard. Like
that's it. That's it.
Nice.
Because and then truly failing, like the ability to like squeeze the fuck out of something and pull extremely hard is a skill. So like even some people's like 10.
It's not a 10.
It's not a 10. You know what I mean? Like it's not a true 10. I think like everyone, like we've all felt it. Like you think you've gone hard, and then I don't know, something like flick, like
You're like, oh, maybe one more.
a switch flicks, and then you go into this weird, and your face
dark
contorts
zone.
this dark zone, and then you're able to put another couple reps in. Most people aren't going there. You know what I mean? Like
Jeremy
And that's the
lives
thing.
it.
I was actually thinking about it. I can't remember when I think it was like a shower thought or something. I was like, when we obviously squat bench deadlift, as you explained, this is less of a problem. But with accessories, if you took a sample of all the people we've worked with, and that's a flip a coin, you'd guess that they're probably under pushing them than over pushing them. Like there isn't this massive problem of people not pushing hard enough and then therefore, sorry, there's not this massive problem of people pushing too hard and then not seeing results. If people want better results, they just need to push harder. So that's what, and we talk about, train hard. But like, how do we actually make that happen? Try to reach failure. Like it's extremely rare we'd find someone who like, man, you're just pushing way too hard. Like it just doesn't happen.
No,
like
doesn't
it's
happen.
generally not the problem. The problem is us, everyone as a whole, just doesn't push hard enough. Like that is almost always the issue.
Yeah, and this is when I said like most people don't go there, and like it almost could have came off like I'm stipulating that I go there every single set. Like the
We're the
intent
same.
to push a true 10, I think is a trainable skill, and then like my capacity to do that across every single set just isn't there either. That switch flick only happens here and there.
Well, you can
almost,
only
like,
go there so many
unconsciously.
times. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
So it's like
as long as you're approaching it, you want to be
you're
within
approaching
arm's
it.
reach of. You have to get there.
Yeah.
But you have to know that if I did a couple more, that's where I'd be.
Yeah, that's it. So my assumption for the general trainee, especially the person that's not like is that just coming in that will make significant gains from getting to that, not like just training hard. It's just like that it's not a true 10. You tell them to fail, it's not a true 10.
And that's okay.
It's not true failure. And like I saw that, I don't know who posted it. It was like that research. It was like muscle gains was similar between the group that worked to an RPE 8 and or like with a couple of reps left in the tank and then an RPE 10. I think Mike Israel like reposted it or something like that. Like for him, like it's sweet, man. Like he's super strong, super heavy. Like the weights moved there are like they're hard. So like it's probably better off to 8s, 9s, whatever.
Leave a couple, yeah.
Leave a couple. But if I'm training someone their training age is less than a year, fuck it, man. That's not a risk I'm willing to take for them to understand an RPE 8 on a leg extension.
And exactly, when they're 1-2 years in, the likelihood of them pushing so hard that they overdo it, that they rob themselves of progress, is just probably not going to happen.
That's what I mean.
They're not
you know
much.
their 8's going to be a 4.
Yeah.
Like then they're not. It's not going to happen. So just send it, and then they'll get that
Just do more.
context of
Do
where the
more.
limit is. Yeah.
Yeah. I rate it. I like it. Good chat. All right, next question.
I like it.
I
like
it.
it.
You loves it. This is from Skeets Mesquita. Also coming to Push Pull Run. You don't
Coming
coach
in-
him. You do his nutrition.
I do his
don't you?
nutrition, but he's coming in. He's
Lean.
gonna look. His run time should be better because he's a lot lighter, and it'll help his dots. He was like 100 at the last push run. He's running like 89 now, so he's gonna.
It was 100 at the last push.
He was 100, and he ran a fucking 5:40 mile. Or whatever.
Bro, didn't he run it?
I coach his nutrition. I help him out with his lifting, but I don't actually coach him. I do his nutrition.
I literally messaged him last night. He ran a 20-minute 5K, didn't he?
He's fast, man. He's fast.
He's fast.
Skeets Mesquita.
Gates Mesquita,
Sub
he'll
20.
do well, and now he's going to be like anywhere from like 8 to 10 kilos lighter than the last push run. So he'll smash the run.
What have you done with his nutrition? I feel like that's pretty fast.
I'll just go down straight up, man.
It's just been a long-term journey. He's
What
been
do you mean what
cutting-
he done with
I
nutrition?
When was the last-
Did his check-ins get 3 seconds? Just get straight up, mate. That's it, done.
When was the last Push Pull Run? October?
Was it November? October, November? It would have been. I think it was October. October.
4 months?
Yeah. So he started cutting in like June, July last year. He was about 105. Just been chipping away. Slowly but surely. Got to about 100 push per run. Had the goal to get as light as he could before he went to Japan in November. I think
Did he
got to,
dunk? That was one of his
He
goals.
dunked. And he dunked. So when he got under 100, he could dunk.
That's what his JPP lifestyle thing. He dunked the others.
That's it. That's it. He still dunk. So yeah, he got to like 96 for Japan. Did 5 million steps in Japan, so he came back the same weight.
Tried it.
And then I'm like, hey man, you want to keep pushing? He's like, yeah, I want to keep pushing. He wants to get leaner.
What's the strategy? Is he tracking or is he just on
Shave
that?
mouth, don't eat.
Is he on that plants protein?
He tracks, but the strategy was we spent like a year not really doing a hard cut, just building good nutritional literacy, building skills, understanding how much to eat, understanding all the good skills associated with quality nutrition, so that when we did go to cut, he was in a really good spot. Because he didn't want to cut. He literally came to me just wanting to learn about nutrition. We actually upped his calories when I first started work with him like 18 months ago. He just wanted to improve his nutrition, which I think is a really good way to approach it. Because everyone wants to lose weight. Everyone wants to come in. The first thing they want to do when they want to approach nutrition is lose weight, which is fine. But if you can just give it a little bit of time, allow yourself to develop the skills, be in a spot that when you're ready to cut, you fly.
easier.
And that's why he's done it. Like, had we just from the get-go tried to cut, it wouldn't have gone this successful. Probably not. We spent a long time, learned the skills, up a bit in body weight, down a bit in body weight. And then when it really got to the point where he's like, nah, I really want to cut, we did it and he's flown through. So he's just been steadily losing. The goal was to get to under 90. He hit 89. We're there. So now we're going to
Build the foundation.
The goal's being lean sustainably.
And the goal is he
Like,
wants
it's
to lean
not-
sustainably, and he wants to be lean long term. Like, I think he never wants to be what he used to. He never wants to weigh 105. He wants to be on the lighter side. Like, he plays basketball, he likes running. Like, he wants to be lighter. So, because we've done it slow and steady, it's not quick. It's taken, over half a year. But because of that, he's in a spot now where even if he stopped coaching tomorrow, I'm confident that he'd be all right. You know what I mean? He's got the skills he needs to continue that. So now we just continue it and just live his life as a generally leaner person.
Yeah. And it's good because it's a lot easier to get lean than to stay lean. Like it's really easy to do a 12-week hard cut.
Yeah.
And it's like... And you see so many
can do
people
it.
get lean.
100% you can
So
do it.
many people do it and then nail it in the second they get out of it. I've done this many a time.
And because
it's just like,
me too,
just
100%.
bounce the fuck back.
And because he's in a really good spot with his nutrition, like it's like he's just become a person who's lean. Like, that's what it comes down to. He has the habits in place now that he's
got a
not,
lean mindset.
He's a lean mindset, 100%. But he's not like now dying to like, oh, I just can't wait to eat X, Y, Z. Because it's been sustainable. He's still being able to eat this and that. He just lives his life as a person who's going to be able to stay more or less lean. And as a result,
just a lean person.
he's going to be able to smash his run and push for run.
Shouts out Skeets for Squeets. Well done, man.
Well done,
Good
Skeeter.
stuff. Just want to take a quick break in the episode to let you know that we are also available for online coaching. So if you're not in the area and you don't want to join the gym, we can definitely still help you, especially if you're somebody who enjoys this podcast, listens in a lot, regularly checks in, enjoys the conversations, and loves hearing some of the results that our clients are getting with our coaches online. It is a great opportunity for you if you feel like you need to take that next step with your training. We love working with people that are pushing specific goals, whether it be like weight loss or performance gains, strength gains, maybe powerlifting, hybrid training as well. Anything of the sort, we are here to help. So if you're interested in maybe speaking more with one of the coaches, you can DM the boys, or if you want to jump through the website, first link down below will take you to our coaching services page. And if you fill out that form, I will be able to chat and we can just work out if we're a good fit for each other and see if I can pair you with the best suited coach. So online coaching is available. We'd love to have you on board. Reach out if you want some help with your training. The question is, all right, dream podcast guests, one that's far-fetched, and one that is more realistic. Who have we got, boys? I'd love to have Goggins in here personally.
Chief Keith.
Is that far-fetched or is that realistic?
Goggins is far-fetched.
I say that's far-fetched.
That's as far out as you can get. Goggins.
Yeah, with
I'd
that
love
mind- with that
Goggins.
Yeah, it's
mindset.
slightly
Just
realistic.
telling us all we're fucking slobs. Thanks, Goggins.
Yeah, triathlon training's hard.
Goggins. Anyone else?
Barack Obama.
Barack.
I got no one.
Why?
Big
I don't
Mike.
know.
Yeah, I don't put anyone on a pedestal, man.
Big Mike.
Seriously.
Spanian?
Kill all your heroes.
Spaniard would be good.
Spaniard. I've been watching all these
Yeah, that'd
Into
be
the
mad.
Hoods.
Man, he has blown up. I feel like he's on the news every night.
Alice Springs one.
His Hood Logic ones are like not the Hood Logic, the
In the hood?
in the hood. They've just turned into meetups of hoodlums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
It's just like
thousands of them.
he announces it prior, and the streets are flooded.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Flooded. It's like,
The Alice Springs one was really good.
I haven't watched any of
Which
these.
one?
Yeah,
Alice
watch it.
Springs.
Alice Springs.
Yeah, Alice Springs is pretty.
Apparently the cops had a meet-up before about what laws they were going to because there's racial...
How they were going to manage it.
Yeah, there's racial laws over there.
What do you mean?
They implement certain laws for Indigenous people and not, and then like certain people that are in certain can't even buy alcohol and like just really. It was quite eye opening because we don't really see that shit here.
It's a lot.
The racial side of things.
They got
but
cops out the liquor stores and shit like
yeah,
that.
and then
I know
even
that.
the Saturday night, there's just punch-ons everywhere.
Oh,
In the
really?
street. Spaniards walking through. He's like, mate, this bitch is getting her head stomped in. Like, fucking, and like,
That's
no
bad.
one
It's like
cares.
punch-ons. They blur him and stuff
Oh
like
my
that. Just like
God.
streets are flooded. with
Maybe
people.
he's got a machete.
You know,
There's only
That's
one
just
spot. There's only one spot, and everyone just goes there, and then all the gangs and like the youths go there, and they just go there because it's the one spot, and there's lockout laws, and then everything shuts at 2, 3, and they wait for people to get out, and then it's like lively, and everyone's out there,
and then it's
they,
on.
They do that. Something else I learned about Northern Territory. There's a CIA base.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then
Did you know that? I did not know that.
Darwin.
Did not know that.
It
So
would be close to.
Aussies don't work there. So if you see an American in Northern Territory, they work for the CIA.
Wow.
Keeping watch on Asia.
Yeah.
Are they keeping a watch on us?
Yeah, well, so apparently, was it Gough Whitlam? He tried to get them out, one of the PMs years ago, and is like, we're like puppets to America. And he tried to get them out, and apparently they tried to like oust him pretty much. And
Well, he was what's the phrase? He was sacked. There's a phrase for it. He was by the Governor General. The governor there's a specific word they use, but the Governor General basically kicked him out, which has never happened before.
yeah, he was speaking against America. And they've got a CIA base like in the center. Like it is actually like so, what's the word? So, yeah, like just not blatant. Like it's just so like in your face.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. Like insane.
America.
And then, yeah, none of the staff, apart from like Secchies, are Aussie.
That's crazy.
Like they're all American CIA staff.
So they have them all around the world.
Yeah.
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 Scary.
And Australia can't do anything about it. Like it's just
Well, how do they end up here, though?
Because they pull the strings. They do what they want.
America.
Man, the CIA are like has more power than like the government. Like they control the government. Like it's
Central
hectic,
Intelligence
man.
Agency.
I love that espionage shit. If you're ever watching a series that is apparently it's like meant to be sort of accurate, but it's
Dramatized.
It's dramatized.
What's it called? Like
obviously.
documentary?
Nah,
Mockumentary?
yeah, something like that. But like it's Homeland.
Yeah. Right.
Homeland.
Yeah.
Unreal. Like one of the best series I've ever watched. That's
That's,
around Carrie Matheson. She's a CIA operative who has like bipolar and just like manic episodes throughout it. But it's like proper. Like she's a station chief in Kabul in Afghanistan, and like. Did you see how like it sort of like goes with the? There's obviously some dramatized storylines, but it's fucking mad. Homeland.
Or streaming service.
It was on Netflix, moved to Disney Plus.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
Disney.
because I watched it twice.
That's very
now.
Disney.
I got Disney.
CIA. Just
Yeah, it's
very
on Disney
How long
Plus.
are the episodes?
Like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, one of the best series. I've watched it twice now. I'd never expected it to be this good.
Homeland. I'm gonna
Crazy.
watch.
Get stuck in, Charles.
She's a great actor.
Actress.
I forgot her name. She's was she
is it?
Charmed?
She's in Charmed.
she in
She's
Charmed?
watching Charmed at the moment.
Far
I'm
out.
watching it.
Carrie Matheson, fantastic series. If you want to watch it, Claire Danes.
Claire Danes.
Is she in Charmed?
No, I don't know. She's in something like that. Maybe Charmed.
Heroes?
Claire Danes. Claire
Which
Danes,
streaming
Claire
service
Danes.
is Charmed on?
Charmed is on it's on Stan, but it's also on fucking Templay.
Yeah, man.
No, Romeo and Juliet.
Crazy.
Stardust.
Charmed.
There you go. Anyway, fantastic.
Mad. All right, so we've got Spanian, we've got Goggins,
I got no one.
We've got CIA bases in the Northern Territory.
Joe Rogan, Andrew Tate.
Yeah, Andrew Tate. That'd be great for engagement.
What to talk to me? Great for engagement. Fucking hell.
We got the South Park creators.
Sorry, funny
What are
story.
their names
Two trippers with them, Trey Stone and
You know how we have a few Dave Tate
Stone,
exercises?
Matt Stone.
That'd be good on
Matt
you.
Stone, Trey Barker.
Yeah,
Trey
Trey.
Barker, Matt Stone.
Yeah.
You know, we've got
I
a few
don't
of the Dave Tate exercises, like Tate press, Tate side press, Tate side bend.
yeah.
James Britton, like, is this named after Andrew Tate? I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Andrew Tate.
That's it.
That's
So like he'll send it to me, like these are the
Respect Dave
Andrew Tate side bends. Like,
Jesus.
The South Park boys, Charles.
That'd be good, I reckon.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. They're funny. Fucking
They are hilarious.
they're funny. Oh, just basketball, man. Was like
Have you ever seen them
Childhood
creating the scenes?
yeah, they're like full become the
They become the
It is
characters, and like
hilarious.
how many voices they actually they're just talking to themselves half the time.
Yeah.
Like they've got like 3 people in the scene, and they're just going through. It's
Yeah,
actually
like, 'cause
wild.
Don't
Because
just them two voice everything?
It's
I think it's
wild.
just them two.
No, so that's why if there's a scene of 6 people, it's the 2 of them doing all 6 voices.
nuts.
There's one where
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, there's videos of them, just videos of them doing their thing, and
They're like
fucking
in the
hilarious.
studio. They're
Fucking
hilarious. Man, I reckon it's funnier than the show.
Yeah.
Like just watching these two old blokes just go back and forth in different characters.
They're so funny.
Those South Park creators and the Simpson creators, they just don't like Family Guy
Oh, really?
because
Flaws.
Seth
it's
MacFarlane.
cheap. They reckon it's cheap humor. So the Simpsons and South Park are more about like storyline. Like it is about storyline, and the storyline is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. Whereas Family Guy, like it's funny, but it's more like, oh, it's like that time that Peter went and did this. So it's like that time that Megan went and did that.
Oh,
And
no,
it's a cut
cut.
gag.
It's like
and it's
individual
completely
scenes,
random,
yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
very funny. Like those singular scenes are extremely funny.
Yeah.
But like it's like just cheap laughs
It's not
as opposed to
storytelling.
like storytelling.
Yeah.
With South Park, they do like 3-part episodes. Like was it Imagination Land? It's just like busted, far-fetched shit, and they call like politics and same with Simpsons and stuff like that, and current
Simpsons
scenes.
is good.
They intertwine all that, and it's like it's more. There's more, sophisticated. And it's like, what is it?
Sophisticated
Philip and the fighting Canadians in South Park. What are
So
their names?
sophisticated, yeah.
So sophisticated. So sophisticated.
I know the two. I can't pick them. All right, I like that. South Park.
Terrence and Philip.
Terrence and Philip.
Terrence and Philip. Terrence McKenna.
Yeah. All right. Last question.
We get Terrence McKenna on the podcast.
Terrence McKenna.
dead.
Did he die?
His
Yeah.
brother Dennis has been on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Dennis McKenna.
Too many
Terrence-
mushrooms.
Terrence is dead.
Did they kill him or did he die?
The CIA killed him.
Did they kill him?
Probably. She's exposing fucking mushrooms.
Probably levitated, found himself in the astral
Well,
plane.
Dennis McKenna is still. I listened to that one ages ago. Yeah, he went on Joe Rogan, so it was good.
The Onisi.
Huh?
Nice. All right, final question. Final question. Top 5 Greek foods. Here we go. Top 5.
I love a Saganax. I love Saganaki. Just fried, char-grilled kefalogaviera.
The cheese.
It's a cheese. That's a cheese that they use for
fried
Saganaki.
cheese.
Slap a fuck ton of lemon on that bitch.
Sometimes they
Suck
put
it back.
honey.
Honey on
Yeah.
the Saganaki.
Yeah.
Oh, ma.
That's got to be in there.
Fig jam.
5.
That's
What about a
there.
gyro?
Yeah, good gyro.
Can't go past a gyro. I love a hirino kalamaki, a pork skewer.
Yeah.
Just a pork skewer. They give it like a when you go to Greens there, also Oakley, but they're just the skewers, but pork. If they're done proper, mad, just little cut up pieces of pita bread and you just pull that shit off. But it's a ziki.
The octopus tentacles.
Yeah,
Marinated
just
octopus or char-grilled.
char-grilled. They do it really nice pickled too, but char-grilled.
Char-grilled's the best.
I like. There's a dip. They how do you say it? Tiro kafteri. It's like hot. It's like cheese, chili
Chili cheese.
cheese as a dip. It's like feta. It's cracker.
I think.
Really, really good.
We
They
need
do something in the gyropites over there. So this fancy way of saying Slovakia. They're just all short, and the way they do it is just like pita bread, chips, meat, and tomato. It's no lettuce. Oh, and onion. Sorry, but they don't like you ask for sauce. SOS.
Sauce.
It's a special sauce.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a mustard?
No, it's tomato sauce and mayonnaise.
It's a sauce.
That's fancy sauce.
Sauce.
From fucking...
Fancy sauce.
From
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Now Heinz has brought it out. You can buy it bottled. It's
Oh,
called
really?
saucy sauce.
Saucy
Yeah,
sauce.
or mayo up or something like that.
Isn't that
Yeah. I bought
that's
it the other day.
a cocktail, shrimp cocktail, I think is that. Tomato sauce and mayonnaise.
Yeah, but
different.
Greeks created it.
Greeks
It's called sauce.
South Island? Thousand Island
Nah,
sauce?
Thousand Island's like Big Mac sauce. Different. You're thinking of something else. I know there's a cocktail sauce that's
This
pink.
is just
That's what you're
sauce.
thinking
I
of.
know what you're
Sauce.
talking about, and it tastes cocktail sauce tastes like sauce.
We need to
but
do a Hectic Eats at a Greek spot.
we
I think that
do-
needs to be the next
Where
one.
do we go?
We do. We'll find. We'll
Do we
suss
do,
it. It's
like-
got to be authentic.
Do we just do like the mall there in Oakley? Mythos?
Nah.
Nah, we have to go to a proper...
Nah. I went somewhere.
Do we go to
recently.
Jim's Tavern?
Jim's Tavern's like proper culinary, and then we're turning it to Broadsheet. We'll go there. It's an institution.
We've got to break out. We've got to get into that.
I love how Hectic Eats is like, oh, these are the local eateries.
Then we just go, yeah.
Broadsheet is.
Fitzroy.
Broadsheet's like it's an online publication.
It's where
that-
all the food snobs get their information.
yeah. Yeah,
And
it's
Hector
just
Keats.
they do it for each Melbourne, Queensland, and they talk about it. They're like, "Oh, Shannon Bennett was brought up to this this new place."
Shannon Bennett.
So
There's articles and
where
shit
would
like
we
that.
go?
It's also
I don't
a
know.
directory.
I'll
So
go
if you
anyway.
want to
Buzz, tell us. So where are we going? Not Jim.
We need a local
Jim,
one.
Jim's is mad.
It's
Look,
too far
It's
away.
got to be. We have to start.
there's nothing local.
Nothing.
What's it local? There's Oakley,
you-
huh?
George Columbaris is my attainable favourite guest.
But that's
that I'd
more.
love to
That's
have
more
on.
broadsheet though.
I want to
It's
speak
more
to George
broadsheet.
So you reckon there's
Columbaris.
nothing good in
There's
Oakley?
broadsheet.
Theo.
No, it's not that there's nothing good in Oakley. It's just that Spaniard's done it. It's done.
Oh, has he?
It's been done. He did Oakley. He did Oakley the
Yeah,
other
we
day.
need to find a.
Just don't go to the place he went to. He did go to every place.
And there isn't like there's this particular vibes. You know what I mean? Like Hector Keats, I think.
Yeah, we need one place.
There isn't.
Bita Rapid.
Honestly, at the peak of it, I love Bita
Calimera?
Rapid. Bita Rapid's underrated.
Rapid's the best.
Mega underrated in Huntingdale. I don't like going to Eaton Mall for
Bita
like
Rapid.
in Oakley.
Is that the one near the bridge?
Do we go there?
It's near the bridge. Bita Rapid's the best one, I think. I
There.
don't know if we go there.
Sounds like
It's
Peter
just
Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit.
Speaking of gyros,
We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
After team champs, when the men were lifting, I went to go eat because all I had all day was
Good fucking suva there.
Oh man,
Good suva.
All I had was up and goes and fucking orange juice and just random liquids. Went there, got the plate. I'm big on. I like plates over wraps, just personally. Plate, fuck ton of lamb, pita, fucking.
They marinate it
tzatziki.
well there.
Man,
Yeah, no,
it
that's
was
good.
so good. It's
the
called
one next
Fat
to-
Greek.
I
I think it's
don't
called Fat
have no
Greek.
idea the name,
It's
but I've had a
literally-
souvlaki there, and
It's
the course
literally-
fucking
It's
loaded.
literally 30 seconds walk from the strength force.
Imagine if we had one of them here.
Yeah,
genuine-
and it's
and it-
moist. We need a Euro van here for the next. We need that.
It was
That needs
obviously
to be the
tasted
pop-up.
good because it's just the time of day. It was like 9 p.m. But fuck me, I reckon if I went there cold, it would still be so good. It was fucking unbelievable.
No,
Imagine if we had one across
so
the road.
good, so
and like
good.
Imagine
proper
if little-
serving.
Marinated, moist gyro. You can
Insane
really
serving.
fuck up
Very
gyro,
moist.
and like
Very
that,
moist.
they nailed it.
Moist.
The little
Moist.
Simpson Street Cafe at the end of the little laneway here was a souvlakia.
Oh, the best souvlakia
we
in
need
Oakley were Orexy.
But they're gone.
They're
They're
gone.
gone. They're gone. Again, they marinate. Like it's something of just the meat just tasted different. It was just
Yeah.
so good. And then they relocated. It was shit
Where'd they relocate to?
up the top
And they're
in the
gone.
car park. Oh, it's still there. Still there.
Still there.
It's not that good.
No good. All right, nice.
So yeah, Greek shit.
Great, yeah, man.
Mad.
Mud.
Anything else, boys? Any grinds? Well, that was one of the questions. What's grinding your gears in the coaching world right now? But
Nothing. I'm learning to let go of all hate. Just embrace love.
Charles, anything grinding your gears?
No, not really. Just fucking.
You send out?
Just life, man.
No, nothing's grinding. I'm not really up to date with much at the moment in the coaching world. Just
Just running my own race.
run my own race, yeah.
Yeah, triathlon Sunday.
We're triathlons, triathlons. We're running our own race. Grinding my gears. Nothing really grinds my gears, but I kind
Charlie's
of
above that.
I kind of like. I'm with Ethan Fleming on the whole hybrid thing.
What do you mean?
Oh, people saying hybrid. Everything's fucking hybrid now. It's like you went for a jog. It's not fucking hybrid.
I think we kind of pushed that narrative a bit.
We're the reason that everyone says hybrid.
We do love a flip, though. We'll flip on that.
No, we'll flip back on it.
What do you know? What actually do you know what grinds my gears? Thinking that training is just lifting.
Yeah, so that.
So
would
like
fall-
health and fitness. So like looking at
That
this
would
fitness
fall under
space.
the
So now,
hybrid thing.
now it's like this almost like a pushback. So is the pushback on this hybrid thing, the word of the hybrid thing, or pushback that people are running and lifting now? Because it's like the funny thing is it's just health and fitness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. The hybrid word it can be a bit with the just going for a jog or whatever else. It's like I think it's just for a lot of people that are doing that, it's just general health and fitness.
Yes.
And like going for a run as well as lifting is not a trend. It's just exercise.
It's always been there. Like for us, well, for me, running is new. Oh yeah, I'm getting to running. I'm pushing running. I want to get better at running. But like the amount of people forever who have lifted weights and they just go for a jog or two a week, and it's not a thing. It's not like, oh yeah, like, they just run.
The vast
They just
majority of the world.
They just fucking run. Like this, and you get into running. Like these people you never knew run because they don't fucking post. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just people
yeah,
run.
yeah.
It's just a thing they do.
Run,
Man,
ride,
for a run.
everything.
people just do it.
to go for a run. And it's just that I guess our niche of resistance training is like
Everyone just
So
lifts.
deep,
Everyone
you know what I
focuses
mean?
on
It's just
lifting,
so,
hypertrophy,
like-
strength.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
we had
outside
our
of
head-
that niche, people just train. They exercise. They go on the treadmill at the gym. They lift some weights. They
Yeah.
might go for it's just.
And you forget that
That's
the
most of
majority
people.
of people.
That's most people.
Are like just exercise. All right, they're doing it. Most people are just doing it shit. Like, all right, they're not training hard enough. They're not lifting hard enough.
That's
They're not
easy.
full range of motion. The execution shit or whatever else. But they're doing some weights
And they're doing some
and
running.
they're going for a
And
run.
doing some cardio.
It's just training. It's just
It's only when you go
exercise.
deep into powerlifting, bodybuilding, and associated areas where it's just lifting and nothing else. And cardio, why would I do that? That's only in this bubble is that a thing.
From a coaching experience, because obviously these boys have outwardly pushed in that direction. Buzz has been doing it for years, but then Charlie in the last 12, 18 months has actively gone into
Become a cuck, yeah.
no, burnt out powerlifter, but he's obviously found something that's way more
Enjoyable.
for himself, and it's bleeding into your client list. And there's so many a
Yeah.
Michael Rakic and all those sort of people, and a lot of the new sign-ups have been actively
Well, you attract what you are.
yeah, exactly. Because you've just explored running, have you found that your client list have you been more open to exploring other things, or is it still heavily just
Still, the vast majority of what I help people with is lifting weights.
Yeah.
That's what I love. It's what I'm good at. I don't have much to offer outside of that. It's just now that when someone floats the idea of maybe I'll try some running. In the past, yeah, man, that's cool. Now I'm I actually have some tools to guide them in the right direction of how to go about that. The reality is, for most people I coach still, even if they do run, it's a much lesser importance than their lifting. That's fine. That's what I enjoy. But yeah, now I think I have a few tools up my sleeve instead of being oh yeah, cool, run. Now I can here's a good way to start it. Or this is what you're doing. Yeah, here's how we can maybe tweak it a little bit. I guess. But I don't see myself moving away from just being mainly focused on coaching lifting, because that's what I do. That's what I enjoy.
I did have
But I do
thought
enjoy
about
running.
this.
It's just in terms of sorry to interrupt. I do
That's
enjoy
all right.
running. I don't see myself stopping running, but I don't see myself doing the work that Charlie and Buzz have done to get to the point where they're come, I'll take you through a marathon. Just doesn't interest me. I'd be go talk to Charlie.
I didn't actually
It's actually sick to see what that that's the mindset with your running and your approach, but where you started and where you are.
It's improved. That's
You know
the
what I
thing.
mean? It's just you don't actually have to. You just do a bit.
For sure.
And then general, I'm assuming general quality of life and perception of difficulty
yeah.
with certain tasks
100%.
has improved.
100%.
It's pretty fucking mad.
I-
And
I-
performance
I
significantly.
haven't taken my resting heart rate, but I'm sure if I took it, it'll be fucking lower than it
Way
was.
higher.
You know, let's get
Yeah,
on the
I'm
Whoop
stressed.
bands.
I'm stressed.
Well, one of the
I'm
boys
stressed.
that came in for a one-on-one today said that his Whoop band asked him what time he had a wank the day before.
No way.
Apparently, it
Huh?
yeah. Apparently,
for
Whoop bands, part of it is it will kind of tell you when to masturbate and shit.
Oh, that's dystopian. That's
Yeah,
fucked.
proper.
That's
dystopic.
That's
Yeah.
robots are taking over.
I was like, what? and he's like, yeah,
no.
man,
destroy the Whoop band. Fucking stomp that
Whoop.
shit.
And their business model is wild. They
weird.
they give you the thing for a month for free,
Yeah.
and if you keep it, they just put you on a subscription. If you don't send it back in time, you're just on a subscription,
Yeah, Dan.
That's busted.
That's what happened to Dan Serlin.
and they just lock you in.
He's like, yeah, I kind of got stooged by it, and it now he's on a subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't just buy it once out. It's like a full blown Netflix, another subscription to
busted.
manage.
I
Charles.
would not care. I just
No.
don't care
I
about
had,
that shit.
I had a client who's probably listened to this at some point, Anthony. He had 10 pints at the footy on Saturday night and then did a High Rocks fitness test on Sunday morning.
Pies.
Pints.
Oh, pies.
That's a good session.
Pies would be
It was
respect.
pies. I was
respect
like,
pies.
4 and
No, I
20,
did
mate.
27K trail run the weekend before. So I'm like, you got to diet break, bro. Just enjoy yourself a bit.
So he did.
He enjoyed himself
So
like
10
mad.
beers of the
Yeah,
footy.
back
10
on- yeah,
pints is wild.
respect.
At the footy.
I don't know who was
footy?
playing. I don't know, man. Footy Saturday night.
AFL.
Which
footy.
game?
I
Was it?
guess
Come
I
on.
don't know.
They don't sell pints at the footy.
It might have been at a bar watching the footy.
Maybe at the bar watching the footy. I don't know the
footy,
exact
bar.
Still a
details.
fact check.
Could be in the MCC.
Charles doesn't buy it.
Look, man, the guy had 10. He had 10 beers of some size.
Yeah.
Whether it's a schooner or it's a pint, that's still it's a crack. It's all right.
It's a session.
Yeah.
During a footy game, constrained by time, 10 schooners and or pints, great effort. Pints, obviously a bigger effort. Schooners, still a fucking effort.
If he was at the AFL too, it's mid-strength.
Yeah,
so-
but then also,
Shut the fuck up, Charlie.
I'm just
so
trying to get
even
the
more reason to have 10.
I'm just trying to get the
all right,
facts
so
right.
irrespective
He
middies,
drank a lot of
you
alcohol.
have 10 middies in a 1.5 hour span, and then the first thing Sunday morning you do is a High Rocks test, and then you shave some time off it. It's a good effort.
Oh, you got better.
You got better.
Let's go.
But that wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story is Garmin told him not to exercise.
Oh.
The Garmin told him, and we've been speaking about the wearables. Like,
the
this
Garmin.
thing's fucking screaming at me. So his check-in just finished with fuck Garmin.
Yeah.
I love my Garmin though. It's
If
fantastic.
you listen to it, you don't
But
listen to
if
what
you
it
don't
says.
listen to it, don't listen to
listen to it.
technology.
Does Garmin give you a readiness score?
So after
While you're running,
I
it
think
does.
Mine tells me that
Yeah.
I'm in a poor condition while I'm running. Like, I know, man. Fuck, I
My,
don't
my
need to- like-
performance condition relative to something, I'm guessing it's like heart
Baseline,
rate for
yeah.
pace or some shit like
It'll
that.
tell you like
Like
I'll
previous
get
run.
a thing like a K in and be like conditioning up today +3 and like green.
I was like
You're
-2. I'm
crazy.
like, okay, cool.
Do you get like dopamine when you're running and like, oh, yeah.
No, it just pisses me off. Just
Well, it
pisses
doesn't
me off.
matter. I just know it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, it's nice to, like, and you look, you know you're feeling good because you're running faster. Because you're obviously whatever, fitter or less fatigue in the legs. Because on days that you're fucked, it's like...
What does it give you recovery time after some of your sessions? Sometimes it tells me I've got to recover 46 hours.
100%. Sometimes I get like 48 hours. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
man, I've got shit to do. Like, I'm
Serious.
going to do 48 hours. Like,
Yeah.
Wow. All right. These things
So-
are more.
that
More in it than I thought.
masturbation
Taking
shit is
over.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's,
That is.
And it's sad because I'm sure, like, the guy who came
Well,
in.
Connor, he's coming to push pull run.
Connor
We'll
laughed
clear
it
it up
off.
with
But, like,
push pull run.
how many people are like, I wanked at the wrong time? Like, what's like weird?
There's no wrong time.
Semen
Never,
retention.
ever.
Semen retention, recovery from your wank.
That's the new one.
46 hours.
Yeah, how much time is between wanks? Optimal time between wanks.
Yeah, that's my gear grinder. The fucking... I don't like, yeah. I also don't like, I don't like people saying it's a trend. It's a trend. I've never liked that. Maybe, yeah, for us it is a newer thing in the last 18 months. But like Didier said, there's people... Yeah, no, fuck, it's not a fucking trend.
It's good training.
It's like what Bull said, it's training.
But it's so shit because it's like you look at it as a trend, and like the person that popularized the term hybrid was fucking Alex Viada, and man's been doing that for
Yo, he
years.
did, that book's been out since fucking
for
2011.
so long. For
The
so
word
long.
hybrid, yeah. Like it's not a trend. It might be a trend in this little sphere now of people.
It would, and you know what's funny? It would be the exact same thing with fucking RPE. Mike Teixeira starts like working on it in like 2005, maybe 2016. It really starts to pop off. And like, oh, everyone's jumping on the RPE train. It's like, man, like Mike Teixeira, it's been around. Like, and it's been around outside of strength training. It's been a thing in fucking conditioning. He's just brought it across. Like, it's the exact same thing. And then lo and behold, everyone who fucking shat on it now uses RPE. So fuck it. Like,
I did have this thought. I was going to say it before, but like, so we get some clients that are not within our Instasphere.
we have plenty of them.
That do roll through or have had previous experience in other, fitness spaces or whatever else. And generally, if they're more like general, they come to me, as opposed to like the more strength bias, powerlifting, barbell, etc. But like something I noticed is just they come in, if they don't have this buy-in to pure strength training or like performance for sport or powerlifting or whatever else, it's like, yeah, I want to lift weights, but I also want to be like generally fit. And
very common.
It's very common. It's very, very common. I want to be generally fit. So sometimes I feel like just like the health and fit, like what are the components of fitness? You know what I mean? Like it's
The biomotor
there's
qualities.
The biomotor qualities. You know what I mean? Like there's
flexibility.
it's to just
Flexibility,
address
endurance.
strength and body composition or strength hypertrophy, especially as a young trainer. I think you're missing out on developing skill set or your ability to help more people. Like I think understanding basic cardiovascular physiology and then exercise prescription around that is only going to make you a better trainer, because so many people are like, yeah, I enjoy the lifting. I want to do this, but I also want to make sure that I can go for a run, or I can do this, or I do want to make sure I don't die by a certain age. Like, we are in a niche of like strength, performance, body comp,
And that's
but
the-
just knowing how to fucking program that shit is so helpful to your clients. And then that's from a health standpoint, but then also from a novelty and sustainability of training, fitness, performance. Like, if you can get someone, oh man, like my lifting's getting a bit stale, oh, how about we fucking build up to a 5K as well? From a client retention standpoint, it's better, like outcomes better, and you're just going to make, you're going to foster.
You can have a bigger impact.
You're going to have a bigger impact.
and I think we're lucky. Or
Fuck the hybrid shit. That's just general
yeah,
program.
for sure. It's just that's a general program. And I think if you're a coach on the come up, like I'm lucky,
come up.
On the
I'm
come up.
lucky
Be a
in where
generalist.
yeah, that's the thing, because I'm lucky in where all I wanted to do was strength training. I work at a gym where we get clients who want to lift heavy. Mad, that works, but not everyone's in that situation. No. I haven't been here, but I can imagine if you're at a general gym, you're not getting people who purely want to powerlift. So me only niching down on like strength training and not really knowing much about how to get people fit was okay for me because of where I am. The strength culture, like that's what we do, you know. But like if you're at a gym and you're like, oh, I just love powerlifting, that's mad if you love it, but adding some strings to your bow in terms of skill set will be really helpful because you're not getting people coming into your everyday gym who purely want to lift heavy. They'd probably fall into that category. They want to do a little bit of everything. They want to feel generally fitter. So having those tools up your sleeve is going to help you. And like even what you were saying there now about like, you know, a bit of that novelty. Like I have a client who has always been a lifter, does just some moderate cardio, but she's getting bored of that. So now, as opposed to maybe a year ago, I'm like, yeah, mad, why don't we try running? Like, let's do it. Like, here's how we can introduce it. Just because I feel like that's something she'd enjoy. She's getting bored of other cardio, but she wants to do cardio. Fuck, let's do running. And I actually have the tools up my sleeve to build that up. Versus like, oh yeah, running, I don't know.
Let's just do sets of 15.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or let's do a circuit. You know, like that's nothing wrong with that, but
nothing.
We can do that now. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure. Yeah, like it's a vital skill. Like you just do your PT course, you do your exercise science course, but then you fall into the niche, and like you don't, because they talk about cardio training in that, not that much, but like in it, but then you just fall into your niche and you just forget it, and it's like not. I think people can look to the niche, or they like look up to people in a niche, and they try to train people when they're not in that niche, and fucking. You know, you're at a big box gym, people don't want to fucking SBD all the time either. Like, they want this general health thing. So, like, yeah, have your strength training, but they want the fitness. Just make sure you know how to program it, because I think it's a good tool.
And if in time you want to be able to niche down in any direction, that's completely fine. Have those aspirations. Like, put yourself in a position to do that. But straight off the bat, just from a pure, like, population, like, just in terms of what people actually want, on a population level, you'd be better off knowing how to do a little bit of everything, because you're not going to be coaching that 5% who only want to push strength and nothing else. Like, that's just, there's not that many people out there like that in the whole of the fitness world. Like, that's just how it is.
But take it back to lifting. I saw there's a little snippet, Christian Thibodeau. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
It's like legend, OG, S&C coach, T-Nation.
I know Tim Thibodeau.
No.
Charlie's from the TikTok generation.
He's a YouTuber.
But now he's a TikToker.
Tim Thibodeau.
No. He's a TikToker. Yeah.
Coach Tibbs as well.
Coach Tibbs.
No, it was on the Elite FTS Dave Tate podcast, and I love his French-Canadian super jacked guy, and he's just talking about, like, you're just going to recover better. Like, things that are harder are perceived as less of a stress response when you are fitter. You know, and look, so you're able to just recover from more. So it's like, from a lifting standpoint, if you are going to be just that little bit fitter, I do think it's going to help. And just that bit for recovery.
It could be me just, listen to what you're saying and believing it, but I do think now I can consistently do more work, finish more sessions, push harder in more exercise. Like, I definitely think that's, like, as opposed to even a year ago, like, I can do 4 like really hard strength sessions where I'm really pushing all my accessories, like not skipping exercises. I'm more able to do that than I was in the past. Yeah. You don't see it when you don't realize how unfit you are when you're there, but then when you're on the other side, you're like, yeah, maybe the reason I skipped exercise in the past wasn't because I didn't have time. Maybe I was just fucked.
You couldn't
I had nothing left to give.
Intent.
And like, maybe the reason I never pushed my arm training hard was because I'd already been in the gym 2 hours and there was just nothing left there to give. Whereas now it's still hard, but I have the ability to do hard. It doesn't make it easy. It's still challenging, but you're in a point where you can challenge yourself. Whereas in the past, you're like, oh, fuck, I'm done. Like, that's it. That's all I've...
You can sustain intent, you improve quality, you can improve session density. Like, if you're in the gym and you're fucking loathing the gym because you're there 2 hours because you're gassed, like... And not gassed. Like, people like think of gassed as this... just like a physical sensation of like breathing hard and heavy. It's like, no, gassing is like readiness to want to stand up and do a set, and like psychological readiness. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all intertwined. It's all
part of it.
Intertwined. It's all part of it.
Progression in the
mind.
Get
fit. Just be mutt all round.
Be a mutt. That's it. Just be a mutt. I think we'll wrap it up there, boys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As always, we have our 6-week coach and gym package. If you're interested, you get more support, more accountability with the boys than ever before. 3 one-on-ones included, personalised programming, access to the gym and coaches on the floor 32 hours per week. If you're interested, there is no better time to get started with us. You can simply message one of the boys on Instagram, the main page on Instagram, or check it out on the website, first link in the bio. We'd love to see you down here at Strength Culture. We'll see you next week for episode 120, boys. 120. Wow.
120.
Bye. And that brings us to the end of episode 119 of Australia's favourite strength and conditioning podcast. Thank you very much for making it to the end. As always, we love you. We love your support. If you could help us grow the podcast by sharing it on social media and tagging us, or simply shooting it over to one of your friends or someone who might find this sort of content valuable or enjoy the conversation, please do. It helps us out a lot. And again, just to let you know that we are available for coaching. I think the two best places to get started with us are the 6-week gym and coaching package. If you're looking to get started at the gym with one of the boys, or if you're online, we do offer online coaching as well. All that information can be found in the links down below. So yeah, if you are keen, we'd love to have you on board. Finally, actually, one last thing. I am going to be running it's not so much an internship, but like just a free education series here at Strength Culture that's at 2 p.m. on Wednesdays. It's starting next week on the 27th. If you're a young coach who wants to learn more, get around a community of other young coaches, I've got about 17 people that have put their name down on the list already. If you are keen to learn from me and some of the systems and strategies that I've used to build the business, but also the coaching system that we use, I'd love to have you down there to join in on that. You simply just have to shoot me a DM. I can send you the link to register. It's completely free. You can hit a session after or beforehand if you want at the gym. Come down. I'd love to meet you, and I'd love to help in any way that I can. So that's Wednesday 2 p.m. if you are interested. But yeah, we'll see you next week for episode 120.